Hey guys, Mike here with Mosquito Bite Mike. So I want to welcome you back. Today we're going to go and spend the day in Nicaragua. Hands down, the best day trip ever. Okay, so our day started about 6:30 in the morning. Claudio, our guide, picked us up at the hotel. Now note that we booked a private tour, which, by the way, I highly recommend. But depending on the size of your group and where everybody's staying, those pickup times can be like 4:30 in the morning. So we kind of caught a break on that one. So all loaded up, we're ready to go, and next stop is the border. So it took us a little less than an hour to actually get to the border. It was a short little drive, which was kind of pleasant. We didn't have any idea what to expect, and I must say it was interesting to say the least. When we got close, the first thing that you noticed was there's just these long lines of trucks waiting to cross, and we were told it's common that for that line to be more than a kilometer long and sometimes much, much longer. So I don't know if that's partially a COVID thing or whether it's just always like that. Really not sure. I'm sure COVID hadn't helped. So we drive around all the trucks and then we park. I mean, we literally just park off the road and we leave our car, and found out right then that we can't take the car across the border. I'm sure it's an insurance or a permit situation. So once we crossed on foot, we were going to end up meeting our other driver and other car on the other side. So, okay. So we pay our departure tax. And we crossed by foot over to the immigration building in Nicaragua. It was really kind of crazy because there was just like nobody there. It was very surreal. I've been told that, used to be there'd be places to buy food and fruit and just kind of like a little fiesta thing. There was none of that. We saw one other person crossing the border on foot, which was kind of strange. So anyway, we were stopped a couple of times, in this process, and random people looked at our passports, but everybody's really nice, and it was not a big deal. And, we just, we went over to the immigration building, and we were the only people there. So once we got to the immigration building, now mind you, they had our COVID results as well as our passports. They were sent ahead of time to the border, so I don't know if they pre-cleared us or they're expecting us, because it was really smooth when we got there, and it didn't take very long for them to clear us into the country. They scanned our backpacks, and we walked out about 100 yards past the building where there were all cars and people, and we found our driver, and off we go. So next stop, breakfast in Rivas. So Rivas is a little town that was just a short drive up Highway 1, and we stopped there and wandered around a little bit and had a nice little breakfast, a little local place. Again, it just seemed almost eerie because there were just not hardly any people around, and so breakfast was good. All the people were super nice, and it was just really one of those, seemed really quiet, interesting architecture, good food, nice people, and that would kind of turn into the theme for the whole trip. So after breakfast, it was on up to Lake Nicaragua and check out the Islets de Granada. So on our way to Granada, we took a little side trip, and we drove along the shore there of Lake Nicaragua, which was just beautiful. It's this giant lake in the middle of the country there. And we were headed over to a place they call the Islets de Granada. And islets are basically like little tiny islands, and so basically it's 365 tiny little volcanic islands that were formed when the Mombacho volcano blew its top thousands of years ago, and they threw these huge rocks into the lake, and they basically formed these little islands, and pretty fascinating actually. And today most of them are residences. There's a few boutique hotels and a couple of restaurants, and so we're going to go out and take a little boat ride and check it out. So we're off on a boat ride on Lake Nicaragua. Say hi, Shanda. There's our boatman. There you go. That's what we're talking. What's up?
Lorenzo.
Lorenzo
is the second best captain of the world.
Second best captain. All right.
Second best driver, second best captain.
Second best guy.
Second best guy.
Second best tour guide.
It's like we do about politics. Some people are making money, some people aren't.
right, where you
Go for a boat ride?
Hang on, dudes.
Oh, here comes his friend. His friend is somebody's going to get something to eat. Oh, here comes his other
Oh, that's
friend.
exactly what's happening. Oh, look at it.
It's the island of the monkeys.
They use the shell as a pig pen.
As a what?
It's another hen.
Oh, yeah, right. Pretty cool.
Spider monkey.
So after our boat ride, we headed on into the city of Granada. It is a beautiful, beautiful colonial architecture, and it's a town that was founded almost 500 years ago, back in 1524, and it's really, really beautiful. We wandered around and we bought fresh cashews, and we visited a small cigar factory. We spent time in the square enjoying all the churches and the statues and the people watching. We had lunch at a small restaurant where we tried some traditional local dish that was called bajo. It was really, really good. Essentially, bajo is like, think of it like a beef pot roast with local spices and kind of slow cooked in banana leaves with vegetables, and it was really outstanding. I'm glad we actually stopped and did that. But let's be honest, our favorite thing in the whole town was the chocolate tour at Choco Museo. Anyway, we took the tour, and everywhere from how the bean grows in the trees and the importance of it to the Aztecs. They used to trade it and use it like money. We met a young man named Kenny or Kenneth Wonka. He's just a natural entertainer who had us just smiling and laughing the whole time, and it was really fun. I never knew how many things they actually made from chocolate, from liquors and obviously candies of all sorts and different types of chocolate, but then also skin cream, go figure. Really, really, really a good time, and yeah, that'd be my sister being a good sport. Okay, so we're back in the car again for a little short trip up to the Masaya National Park to see the volcano. More specifically, the only active crater right now, which is called Santiago Crater. Interestingly enough, it last erupted 20 years ago, so it's still active and just pretty incredible sight to see. It was beautiful. All right, check this out. This is Santiago Crater. It's the only active crater in this volcano right now, but we can see these are gases coming out of the volcano right here. This is the crater. You can see the gases billowing out, and sometimes you can see the sulfur. You can smell it. He's so funny. Costa Rica, this would be closed, but Nicaragua, whatever. Yeah, so you can see that other wall on this side now.
Yeah.
Oh, and you can see whatever you said the smooth piece of that was.
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know. What's the smooth part when it looks like it turns to water right there?
Turns to water right there?
No, it's not water.
Yeah, but what is it?
Right here.
See it?
Yeah.
Platform.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a platform.
It's a platform.
Okay. Oh, and it continues to go down over. Oh, and it continues downward
Let me
from
see if I
there.
got a...
So after seeing the volcano and peering over the crater and all that good fun, we piled back in the car again and drove off through all the old lava flows down through the park, and then we went down to view a place called Laguna de Apoyo, which is this huge crater lake, and it's just absolutely beautiful. And did a little impromptu shopping and messed around there, and before finally it's been a long day, time to give it up and head back to Costa Rica. So hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my little book report. Hope I've inspired you a little bit to maybe get off the couch and go find some adventure. Special thanks to Natives Ways for putting this tour together for us, and for Claudio, our guide, and of course you can't forget Kenneth over at the Choco Museo. So they were all memorable and made for a really, really fun trip. So all I can say is get out there and travel and have some fun. As always, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, leave comments if you have questions or want to ask anything about this particular tour or travel to Nicaragua right now. Lots going on, but I'll answer any questions you guys have. And so until then, hey, we'll see you next time.